Oh, what's up with me? What's up with me? So I went and got my hair cut, and I really like it. Um, been a while since I've done that, so that was kind of nice. Um, I had so much more in my head to say, and I guess I don't have much to say anymore. The gal that did my hair told her it's been over about a year, so I thought, some split ends and everything, and she looked at my hair. She goes, "No, it's just actually rather healthy." And I went, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, I did have bangs at one time," which I do know. You can see the calic going on right there. Which drives me nuts, but I'd rather have bangs. It's kind of, I like it better. Um, she looked at what I had, and my bangs were about like this. And she said, "Oh, so maybe longer than a year?" I said, "Yeah, okay." She goes, "Well, it's surprisingly healthy for not having it cut for that long." And that's okay, because I liked her. Darlene over at Honey Huts. Um, my mom and my daughter go to her, and so I thought I'll call up and try and find somebody, and Darlene was there, so I got my hair cut, and it feels good. All that hair. And then I found, like, she's doing my hair, and she goes, "You have this patch, and it's just this one area, this patch right here of gray." And I went, just there, huh? She said, "Yes, it's kind of like just this one streak of gray." I went, okay, thanks. And it kind of brought back me thinking, one day I was putting my hair up and I had this streak of gray, and the only thing I could think of was, holy crap, I'm that sister from Josie and the Pussycats that had the, the skunk stripe going through her head. And, well, Darlene kind of said, "Yeah, I could see that." Okay, thanks. I'm finding out how tough it is to have an 18-year-old. Not sure how much I want to say about that. It's not easy being a parent, but she's all these things that she's supposed to be doing, and she doesn't seem to be doing any of it. Part of me thinks, crap, I've screwed up somewhere. Another part of me thinks, oh, I don't remember teaching her that. Where did she get that from? And it's just really hard. Not that that's any news to a lot of people, but I guess it's news for me. Just one of those times I wish my sister wasn't a 3-hour ahead of me phone call away. It'd be really nice to just sit down with a cup of tea. But we got through the graduation, and she graduated from her senior year. She will be going on to college. She's going to start off at community college and go from there. And my son has said he doesn't want to go back to school because the people aren't nice, and he doesn't like homework. But not many kids do. He struggles with it a lot. He struggles with math and reading, and when it comes to actually putting something down on paper, it seems to really be tough for him to do that. I mean, he can spout out ideas like crazy, stories galore, but he just can't seem to get that and then take a pencil and write it down. And that's kind of tough. And I don't know how else to help him. We've thought about getting different programs so that all he has to do is speak it and it comes out. But even though that might really help him, the other part of me thinks, but he's not getting the writing, cursive, printing out on a piece of paper type of schooling. He's also not learning how to type and doing it. All of this helps create pathways in the brain that he doesn't seem to quite have. And I'm kind of torn. But I have been sitting there, and he'll tell me the story, and I'll type it up for him, but then I have to prompt him at certain areas. But I guess that's living with a child with ADD. It's all about. We found out the hard way that his specialist, his doctor for his ADD, actually moved on, and the place that we've been going has assigned us a new doctor, but it's not down yet, so I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work and if he's going to click with this new person or not. And I hope he does, because it helps all of us to learn a little bit more about all kinds of things that we just didn't know. Well, one day we'll figure it all out. And I have been crocheting. It feels forced. Been trying to force myself to finish a project, and I can't seem to get there. I have this huge shawl and just 3 more rows, and I could have that finished. And I can't seem to get there. I picked up some yarn right here to make a pot holder, and trust me, when it's done, it'll have 5 of these with all these little things around it, and then they'll fold in on each other, and then they'll make, a flower, and it'll be a hot pan. That's what it is. And I can't seem to get any further than this one little bit. I keep starting, but then I stop. I don't know what else to do. I just can't seem to get motivated. Again, I'm there. How do I get myself motivated to do anything? I can't. As in, I'm not able to. Maybe one day, when this passes, I'll be able to do that, and it'll be much better. But until then, I have this partially finished shawl that I would love to give to my aunt when she comes to visit in a few weeks. And the thing is massive, I gotta tell you. Absolutely massive. And I love the colors, and I'm having fun with the stitches, but only 3 rows left. And I can't seem to get it finished. But it goes with me wherever I go. And my husband was reluctant, but we went to the beach the other day. Had a lot of fun. It was good. Wish I had known my sister-in-law was there, because that would have been even more fun with cousins and things. But he bought me this yarn, because I told him I could make him some socks out of it. So I'm hoping I'll be able to make him some socks out of this yarn and the hooks that he also got me. Small ones. A D hook and an E hook. These are actually very tiny. That's a tiny, not as tiny as a steel hook, but we're getting there. You know, just a few more millimeters and you're at a steel hook. So, but I like these hooks because I like the rubber feeling, and even the plastic doesn't really feel like plastic, and I have something I can hold on to and still do that finer thing like a sock or a pair of socks. Hopefully I don't get that sock syndrome that happens a lot, which is, you know, you make the one sock and then you're like, oh crap, I gotta make the one. And one day I will figure out how in crochet to do the 2 socks at a time, which you can do in knitting, and I would love to figure out how to do it in crochet. That would be awesome. I started to figure out how to do it in knitting, but because I had size like 00 needles, it was kind of tough on my hands. So, but I'll figure it out. Everything is figured out somehow, one way or another. So, that's me right now, just trying to figure out how to do things and get stuff done and get myself motivated, and I just can't seem to get there, but I'll figure it out. I did a roundabout way of figuring out, because I got a Samsung. It's the S5 Galaxy Samsung, not the 5S iPhone, like a friend of mine thought I had gotten, and she was just like, she was beside herself. You got a 5? You got a 5? No, honey, not an iPhone. I'm not that crazy. But I did figure out how to take my Zombies 5K. I don't know if that doesn't look like you could see that very well, but that's Zombies 5K. It's free. It's an app. It's wonderful. And I'll be able to play whatever music I want.
So you'll see the township as we loop round. Not much more than a few fences to keep the zombs out. Tiny little island of humanity. I just don't know how they live like that. Well, I guess they won't be living like that much longer. So, I expect you're not allowed to say what you're being dropped into the township for, huh? Township, Able Township. This is Jolly Alpha 59er from Mullins Military Base. We're 5 miles out, approaching from the east at 1,100 feet, bringing in med supplies, some backpacks, shelters, and a temporary loan of one of our people. Able Township, Jolly 59er requesting permission to land.
Yeah, got that. Roger there. You're clear to, yeah, you can come on in.
Roger, Able Township. Heading down now. I can see as clear as day we haven't got half the supplies we usually bring. Yeah, I know. You don't know anything. Project Green Shoot? Need to know basis? A briefing to follow at Able. Sorry. I couldn't help hearing when you boarded. And then you'll find out what your mission really is. But you know, if you and me pulled info, maybe we could... What the hell? They're shooting! That's not coming from the township. Who the hell is a rocket launcher in this sector? Who the hell is a... We've hit. I've got the tail rotor. Mayday, mayday, mayday! Jolly 59er is going down.
This is how they start their mission.
2 souls on board. Aircraft is grey with black lettering and trim. We're going in hard. Brace, brace, brace!
I absolutely love this.
This is Able Township calling. Supply copter. Can you hear us? They're going down fast. Lovely. Can any of you hear us? Up in your shoes. Jump. Jump.
You land and essentially you're running from zombies. Because, you know, zombie apocalypse. It could happen.
Hey.
I absolutely there's a bunch of different missions, and it's kind of like a the C2 5K, the Couch to 5K, but you know, 10-minute walking, 1-minute walking, slow run, and then free form run, so that you learn how to run. And hopefully with my arthritis it won't act up too much and I can get the hell out of the way of those zombies. Yeah, that's it. That's me. And hopefully I can make another one of these next week. Husband was home last week, husband's home this week, and he's home again next week for jury duty. That's fun. And I need to just get some motivation going. My blood pressure has been kind of high. So, and they can't change one of my medications that seems to attract weight, which I have. So the weight my doctor wants me to lose is kind of tough, since she can't take me off of another medication that attracts weight, and I seem to have that. Life will get better one of these days. Love and pics, just all.